Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School.
欢迎来到 Enjoy 英语学院。
I'm Stevie.
And I'm Laurie.
Today, we are looking at our travel English lesson. And I want to tell you right now, this is a great place to travel. I have been here. I love this place. Touring in the UK or traveling in the UK. And it's amazing. If you have not been to Europe, this is a great place to start.
所以呢，今天的观光英语我们要来到的是英国哦，所以我们中文的标题是英国旅游趣。那么刚刚呢 Stevie 老师讲的是说，如果你没去过欧洲的话，英国绝对是你开始旅游的一个好的选择。
Touring in the UK. A tourist walks up to a tourism kiosk in a London park.
Excuse me, this is my first time in London. Can you tell me something about this city, please?
Sure. London is the capital of the UK. It's one of the world's largest financial centers, and there are many places worth visiting.
Do you have any one-day sightseeing tours around London available?
We don't have any one-day tours around London. All of our one-day tours are day trips outside of the city. We do have a 3-hour tour that visits Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, and so on.
The 3-hour tour sounds interesting. How much does it cost?
Only £15, and with the weather as good as today, you'll be able to take some beautiful shots of the Abbey and Palace.
Sounds great. When does it start?
We have tours every hour on the hour, which means the next one will start at 11.
Okay, so I still have a half hour to grab something to eat. Can I also book a one-day tour for tomorrow? I want to see more of England.
Certainly. We have one that visits Stonehenge, Bath, and Windsor Castle. It costs £90 and includes a meal at a local pub.
Cool, I'll go on that one.
Here's your reservation number. Hope you enjoy your time in England.
Okay, we're going to look at the subtitle really quickly. A tourist walks up to a tourism kiosk in a London park. Now, if you think of what's the biggest park you can think of?
大安
Da'an Park, right? It's a huge park. There are parks in London that are 2 or 3 or 4 times the size of Da'an Park. Wow. They are huge. There's also some nice ones, small ones, all kinds, but some of them are just gigantic.
Wow.
So they will have, in some parks, they will have like a tourism kiosk. It's a place that you can go to, like a little tourism center. And they will tell you, like Hyde Park in London, they will tell you, oh yes, if you go over there, you'll see the zoo. If you go over here, you know, and they'll tell you where to go and what things you can see.
They will give you information.
Yeah. And so a tourist walks up to. That's going to be one of our phrases that we're going to talk about today.
所以呢，我们来看到一开始这个对话的设定是有一名游客，一名观光客呢，他走向了这个在伦敦公园里头的一座这个观光的旅游的这种小亭子我们讲这个 kiosk 呢，它是一个这个一个小亭有时候就是一个售货亭，它通常都是有在贩卖一些什么东西或提供一些什么东西。那像这里的话呢，它这里是一个 tourism 的前面有一个 tourism， 所以表示它是跟观光有关的，所以就是一个旅游的售货亭。
Yeah. And you notice it says London Park. London is capital. Park is not. So the name of the park is not London Park.
对
It's a park in London.
没错，所以这里的话 Stevie 老师提醒大家的是说，我们只看到了这个 London 的 L 有大写，表示那是伦敦这个地名，但是 Park 后面那个 P 就小写了，所以表示它是在伦敦里的其中一座公园，并不是它的名字叫伦敦公园
So the tourist, whose name is Lucy, talks to a person at the kiosk, okay? And Lucy says, excuse me, this is my first time in London. Can you tell me something about this city, please? So this is my first time here. Can you tell me anything about it?
所以呢，一开始呢，我们的观光客叫 Lucy 她呢就来跟这个亭子里的我们可以把它称之为是一位顾问就说呢，不好意思这是我第一次来伦敦，你可不可以告诉我一些事情是关于这座城市的呢？
And the consultant or the person working at the desk says, sure, London is the capital of the UK. It is one of the world's largest financial centers, and there are many places worth visiting. So, London is the capital of the UK. Now, the UK stands for United Kingdom, and there are many places in the United Kingdom, so England is just one of them. All right? Now, London is in England, but London is the capital of the UK. So that's the first sentence.
That's right. 所以我们看到呢，这个顾问就回答他说：“当然可以啊，我可以跟你讲一些关于这座城市的事。”所以一开始呢，他就介绍说，伦敦是英国的这个首都 ，capital 是首都的意思。
You notice it said London is the capital of the UK. Now, the UK stands for United Kingdom, and the United Kingdom is actually a few different countries all together under the rule of England. So it's England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
所以刚刚讲到的这4个国家，其实就是组成了大英国协的成员国那么所以呢，这边的话讲到的 UK， 我们指的就是大英国协，而不是指这里面的哪一个特定的国家。那么呢，这里的首都城市就是伦敦。
Yeah. And as we mentioned, it's one of the world's largest financial centers, and there are many places worth visiting. So there are a lot of banks and finance companies that do international finance through the UK. And a lot of them in London. It's a big financial center.
所以接下来讲到 it 指的当然就是这个伦敦它呢是世界最大的金融中心之一这里的 financial 是金融的意思，金融的中心之一，而且呢有许多的地方是值得去一探，值得去造访的。
So Lucy says, do you have any one-day sightseeing tours around London available? So she's asking if they have like a tour package.
That's right.
Do you have any one-day sightseeing tours that I can see that will take me all over London? Do you have any of those available?
所以呢，这边呢 ，Lucy 她就问了她说：“那你有没有任何是在伦敦这附近的这个一天的观光行程是你有的呢？”这里的 available 就是有得可得的然后呢，刚刚呢 ，Steve 老师提到了这个 package 我们有时候中文会翻译出来叫做套装行程，就是他帮你都配好的，有点像是一个套餐，他都配好，你去哪里去看什么，然后哪边吃饭什么什么的，好这种的。所以我们有时候你会听到 package 这个字呢，跟 tour 一起用，它指的就是套装行程。
Yeah, they don't actually, pardon me, they don't have one tour. They have a lot of tours that will take you to different places.
对，它有很多不同的行程那是去不同的地方看。
And so the consultant says, we don't have any one-day tours around London. We don't have any that are just London.
所以呢，这个顾问就回答他就说我们并没有就是在伦敦的一日行程。
All of our one-day tours are day trips outside of the city. So a one-day tour is that you don't stay the night. 你没有过夜。
没有。
That's called a day trip. And he said all of our day trips are outside of the city.
所以呢，他进一步的解说说呢，我们所有的这个一天的行程都是那种在这个城市，也就是在伦敦之外的一日行程。那刚刚讲到这个 day trips Steve 老师有讲到，就是没有过夜的一日的行程。
Yeah. We do have a 3-hour tour that visits Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, and so on. So they do have one 3-hour tour that will take her to some of the most famous sites in London.
没错。所以呢，他但是讲说，虽然没有一日的行程，但是我们确实有。所以你这边注意到 we do have， 这里是一个强调语气啊。所以呢，我们确实有一个这个3个小时的行程，是带你去看这个大笨钟、白金汉宫、西敏寺以及等等等，还有一些其他的地方。所以都是一些就是在伦敦这边非常有名的景点。
And you just mentioned and 等等等, right?
对。
We have a phrase there. Sometimes you'll see Westminster Abbey, etc. And we write it ETC 点.
对.
Okay? And sometimes we'll say, oh, it'll take you here, and so on. And so on means you will keep going to different places, and so on. Onward.
Okay.
And so, yeah, 什么什么等等。
等等，就是继续下去，还有继续往前这样子。
So that's also a good phrase to know. Now, Lucy says, the 3-hour tour sounds interesting. Like, oh, that sounds like something I may like.
所以 Lucy 她说，这个3个小时的这个行程啊，这个导览呢，听起来蛮有趣的哦。
And so then she says, how much does it cost?
接着他就问他，那这个要多少钱呢？
So the consultant at the counter says, only £15. Because remember, pounds are the money that they use in England.
就是英镑的意思哦。所以呢，他回答他只要15英镑。
And with the weather as good as today, you'll be able to take some beautiful shots of the Abbey and Palace. Now, he's saying the weather is really nice today. A lot of times in London, even in summer,
it's raining?
The sky is gray. And it rains a lot.
Okay.
And even in like August, it's a cold rain. I know because when I went to London, I did this 3-hour tour.
Oh.
And it's one of those double-deck buses.
双层的巴士。
And I was on the top.
Wow.
Outside.
Okay.
And so I was seeing all of these places, and I was thinking, oh, it's so wonderful. It's not hot. It's cool. There was no blue sky. Okay, it was cloudy. But it felt nice.
Okay.
And then suddenly, this cold wind started blowing, and it just started going, psh, and I got poured on.
Oh.
No umbrella, nothing. Right? And so, as I was doing the tour, it started to rain. And so I sat there with my coat like this.
整个拉起来。
Yeah. And the tour operator's talking, and finally I was like, no, I'm cold and wet. So
Enough.
So at Buckingham Palace, I got off.
You got off.
And took a taxi. So, but then the next day I went and saw Westminster Abbey and some other places.
Okay.
But so when the tour operator, the consultant says, oh, with the weather as good as today, that's important. And that's 在 London, 这个是
很难得。
不一定很难得，但是也不那么常见。
Okay.
可以这样讲。
Not that common.
Yeah, not that common. So he says, the weather is great today, so you'll be able to take some beautiful shots. Now here, what shot? What is a shot? Well, when we use our camera and take a picture, click, that's a shot. Okay, it's not a gunshot. It's not that. It's camera shots. So what he's saying is you should be able to take some beautiful pictures.
That's right. 所以呢，接下来呢，这个顾问呢讲完了说只要15英镑之后，他接着说，有着这个天气呀，如今天这样的好这里我们看到的 as good as today， 如今天这样的好呢 ，you will be able to 就是你有能力去做什么你将能够呢 take some beautiful shots， 你会照到一些很漂亮的照片，是谁的照片呢？是这个西敏寺还有白金汉宫的。所以呢，这个刚刚 刚 Steve 老师已经讲了他的亲身经验哦，就是呢坐在双层巴士的上层，然后呢这个看到这个一半的时候，突然吹起冷风，下起了雨，这个感觉真的是还蛮恐怖的哈。然后所以呢，这个有这样子的好天气呢，就像刚刚 Steve 老师讲的，虽然不是到很难得，但是也并没有那么容易啊，所以呢，对这个 Lucy 来讲是很 lucky 的。
所以意思是你如果去 London 或英国玩，你背包要有一个外套跟一个小雨伞。
哦
Yeah. You need to have a jacket and a little umbrella. Always.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, looking at the next part, the guy working at the kiosk just said, well, there's this 3-hour tour and it's a great day for it. And so Lucy said, ooh, sounds great. When does it start?
所以呢 Lucy 呢她听完了觉得很棒，她说听起来很不错哦。那么这什么时候开始呢？
And he says, we have tours every hour on the hour, which means the next one will start at 11. Okay, we have tours every hour. So that's easy, right?
对。
But when we say on the hour, every hour on the hour means every hour and it's right at the top of the hour.
对。
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's never 5:30, 4:30. It's at the top of the hour. So every hour on the hour, which means the next one, will start at 11. So we also know that right now it's 10 a.m.
没错啊，所以呢，我们现在来看到他讲到说呢，我们有这个导览呢是每个小时，而且是 on the hour， 所以刚刚 Steve 老师有特别讲到，就是整点的意思哦。所以我们整点每个小时都有导览，这也就表示了，这也就代表说啊 ，which means 下一个导览呢会开始于11点钟，所以表示他们现在是10点多啊，他们错过了10点的，但是下一个是11点。
Yeah. She says, okay, so I still have a half hour to grab something to eat. So I still have half an hour to get something to eat. So it's 10:30.
10:30.
Yeah.
That's right. 所以呢，接下来 Lucy 说，好的啊，这样的话我还有啊，I still have， 我还有呢这个半个小时的时间可以去呢随便呢就是很快的吃点东西。这里的 grab 啊，我们常讲就是抓嘛，但是这里的话 grab something to eat 就是很快的吃个什么东西。
And then she says, can I also book a one-day tour for tomorrow? Because he did say they do have one-day tours going outside of the city.
对。
So I want to book a day tour for tomorrow. And remember, we've talked about this before. You can reserve a room. You can reserve a ticket. You can also book a ticket. And we say that because before computers, when you reserved a ticket, they wrote it in a book. So it was called booking a ticket or booking a room.
所以接下来他就问了，他说我可不可以也预定一个明天的一日行程呢？那这里讲到 book， 在这里的话它就不是名词了，是动词，指的就是预约、预定的意思，也等于刚刚 Stevie 老师提到的 reserve。
Yeah.
So can we spell that, please?
R-E-S-E-R-V-E. Now, looking at the next sentence, she says, I want to see more of England. So I want to book a day trip for tomorrow because I want to see what's outside of the city.
所以呢，他说呢，因为我想要再多看看 England，所以呢，我想要在这个预约一个一日行程，那我们就离开伦敦，出去外面看。
Yeah. And now the consultant says, certainly, of course, sure. We have one that visits Stonehenge, Bath, and Windsor Castle. These are 3 very famous places in England.
所以呢，接下来 consultant 就讲了，他说当然没问题这里的 certainly of course 的意思，或者是刚刚讲的 sure 都可以接着他说呢，我们有一个一个什么？这里的 one 它代替的是那个 one day tour 我们有一个一日行程它会带你去 visit 去造访去看呢这个巨石阵 然后巴斯，还有呢温莎城堡，这3个非常有名的景点。
And then he says it costs 90 pounds and includes a meal at a local pub. So the trip will cost you 90 pounds and it includes a meal. And let me tell you, in England, a lot of the really great places to eat are at pubs.
Wow.
It's not like a little bar like in Taiwan. The pub is a place people go to have some drinks and they socialize and they eat there. And a lot of great food, you can find a lot of great food in pubs here in England.
Wow, OK. 所以呢，这边那个顾问讲的说呢，那么 it 是指这个一日的行程呢，它要花90英镑。而且它会包含呢有一餐是在当地的酒吧哦。那么所以呢，刚刚 Stevie 老师补充说，其实你在英国会发现呢，很多好吃的食物呢都是在当地的酒吧里面，你可以发现到。
So Lucy says, "Cool, I'll go on that one." Cool, 很好 Great, I want to take that tour.
所以他说好，太好了哦。那我要去这一个一日行程。
And now the consultant says, here's your reservation number. We also sometimes hear when you book something online, your confirmation number. Same thing. Confirmation, C-O-N-F-I-R-M-A-T-I-O-N. Confirmation number, reservation number. It's the same.
所以呢，这个时候呢，这个顾问就说：“来，这是你的预约号码哦。然后呢，或者是刚刚呢，这个Steve 老师讲的 confirmation 的 number 哦，你确认的这个号码都可以哦，就是你已经确认你的预定了，所以这是你的号码。这样。”
Yep. So then he says, hope you enjoy your time in England.
那么就希望你呢，就是非常的享受到你在英国的时光咯。
Yep. And, well, good luck to Lucy. I hope she has fun. That is our lesson for today. We're going to be right back with a quick review of words and phrases for today. Okay, looking at our vocabulary and words and phrases for today, we started out with walks up to walk up to something. We also talked about the capital of the UK, capital. We talked about places that are worth visiting, worth going to. And we talked about things being available, meaning that, well, you can use them. They are available to you. We talked about the phrase and so on, or etc. 等等. We also talked about shots, camera shots, taking a picture. And we talked about booking a room or reserving a room, and local pub. We used it for local. It means local area. So those are our words and phrases for today, and we'll learn more next time.
Bye-bye.